A very good afternoon. You're watching the Big Lunch Hour with me, Akshita. And first up, in a shocking incident, a man murdered his daughter's lover after she went missing and took his body to the police station and surrendered before the police. The deceased has been identified as 25-year-old Sadiq, a resident of Siddhapura. The accused, Riaz Khan, is said to have slit Sadiq's throat and killed him on Banarghata Road this morning and then forced his body into a gunny bag. Riaz Khan then took the body on his Honda Activa and rode straight to the Puram police station. Riaz was reportedly enraged after his daughter eloped with Sadiq. This morning, he went in search of the duo and killed Sadiq. Currently, Riaz is being interrogated at the police station. Reportedly, a missing complaint had been filed with the Puram police by Riaz. And of course, it looks like soon after he realized that his daughter had eloped with another man. In fact, what is absolutely shocking is that the man you see on your screens, Riaz Khan, is the father, and he went ahead and killed Sadiq because his daughter was merely 12 years old. His daughter was only in the 7th standard and went ahead and eloped with a 25-year-old man. And clearly enraged by this, of course, it is understood that as a father, he could not deal with something like this taking place, which is why he went ahead and killed Sadiq Pasha. We understand that this took place on Banarghata Road. There is no information on whether the daughter was present when Riaz went ahead and killed Sadiq, and of course it is understood that soon after, Riaz did not try to cover up or hush up the murder. He stuffed Sadiq's body in a gunny bag and rode with the body in that bag from Banarghata to Puram, and there he went ahead and confessed to his crime. He is currently being interrogated by the police. In fact, we do understand that Riaz had filed a missing complaint after his daughter had gone missing. Keeping in mind that she was a mere 12-year-old, he had his concerns about whether something drastic had happened to her. But upon realizing that, in fact, she had eloped with another man, and that too a man who was nearly 15 years older than her, he went on to do the unthinkable, decided not to go ahead and approach the police, but instead went ahead and killed 25-year-old Sadiq Pasha. The girl, of course, is nowhere to be found. The police are still investigating to find out exactly where the little girl is. She is only 12 years old. There's no word on exactly why she decided to elope with a man who was so much older than her, whether she was unhappy at her home or exactly what took place. I've seen such incidents take place in the past where little girls the age of 12, 13 try to elope with a man almost twice their age, but in this particular case the father would have none of it, and he decided to go ahead and teach the man an ultimate lesson. He went ahead and tried to go ahead and not separate them, but instead kill Sadiq so that the girl would have no option but to return home. The girl is just 12 years old. There's no word on her whereabouts. There's no word, in fact, on whether she was present when Sadiq was murdered by Riaz, which is why the police are on the lookout for the man, for the little girl as of now. And well, a shocking incident coming to light. This took place this morning in Bengaluru, believe it or not. The man you see on your screens, Riaz Khan, committing a gory murder there, and it looks like as a father, his emotions took over rather than common sense, rather than thinking about what's right and what's wrong. As a father, he decided that he would not have his 12-year-old daughter running away with a man twice her age, and that's why he resorted to such a gruesome act, and that's why he decided to go ahead and kill Sadiq Pasha with his own hands. It is understood that he slit his throat. There's no word on whether the incident took place inside Sadiq's house or whether it was on the road, but we do know that it took place early this morning, and soon after, Riaz, without hesitating, immediately stuffed the body inside a gunny bag and rushed to the police station, making it very, very clear that he does not plan on going ahead and running away or trying to pretend like he did not commit the act, but simply wanted to ensure that this man was no more present to torture his daughter. And in fact, at one point it is even understood that the man, Riaz, worried, had gone ahead and filed a complaint with the police. He had filed a missing complaint, but somewhere along the line it seems like he may have realized that his daughter had in fact eloped with a man who was twice her age. And we do understand, of course, that Riaz Khan has gone ahead and stated that it is more as a father that he committed such an act. We've seen this in the past, of course, that fathers are unable to cope with the fact that their children, who are mere teenagers, and in some of these cases just about touching adolescence, running away with the people who are so much older, and this leads to a lot of anger, and that's what seems to have happened to Riaz Khan as well. Before he could even decide what is right, what is not, it looks like in a moment of insanity he's gone ahead and killed Sadiq Pasha, the 25-year-old. This happened in Banargata. We are of course awaiting more details on whether it took place in Sadiq's house or whether the daughter was present when the incident took place, but we do understand that Riaz slit Sadiq's throat and then stuffed him into a gunny bag. And a truly shocking incident coming to light here in Bengaluru, considering of course that this man decided to take law into his own hands. It was with regards to his own daughter, his minor daughter, and that's why he did not even wait to go ahead and inform the police, just decided to go ahead and kill this man. A truly brutal incident coming to light there, and there's no doubt that the police will be going ahead and charging Riaz for murder. In fact, what is also surprising is that in most of these incidents, after such a murder, they try to get away with the act, but here there was no such attempt by Riaz. He immediately turned up in front of the police with the body. Mind you, we understand that the body was kept in the gunny bag on the Activa, and then they made their way back with absolutely no sort of question of Riaz not confessing to the crime. And it is understood that as of now the police have launched a manhunt for the daughter, the 12-year-old girl. We understand that she is as of now missing. There's no word on whether she witnessed that shocking murder, and also a doubt that the police do have is whether in fact the father got it wrong, or whether the girl had not actually eloped with Sadiq, but it is something that he had assumed. They are trying to find out how Riaz found out that his daughter was with Sadiq. Whether she was in fact with him at all is something they are questioning as of now, because there's no word on her whereabouts. Was it merely a case of the girl running away and the father assuming the worst, thinking that she eloped with a man? That is another angle that the police are looking into, keeping in mind the fact that they have not been able to track down the little girl, and of course considering that Sadiq is dead now, they are hoping for more details once they manage to find the little girl. She is only 12 years old, is what we understand. She is in her 7th standard, and it is understood that she eloped with a man twice her age, a 25-year-old man, and this is something that was told to the police by Riaz himself. Well, my colleague Nishita joins us over the phone lines with more details. Nishita, a truly shocking case, but what is definitely questionable is the fact that there's absolutely no sign of the daughter in all this. Could it be that maybe Riaz got it wrong? Maybe he jumped to conclusions, considering that the daughter is nowhere to be found even after he has killed the man she supposedly eloped with?
There's a lot of ambiguity in this particular case, as you rightly mentioned, Akshita. Here we have a man who has taken the body of another man called Sadiq, and has taken him to the police station and handed over the body and confessed to the crime. But on the other hand, the woman, the girl rather, who was responsible, partly at least, for this entire mayhem, is nowhere to be found. While on one hand, her father suspects that she has eloped with the man he has killed. On the other hand, the girl is not to be found as well. So if the father could find Sadiq, who is supposed to be his 11-year-old daughter's lover, who is 25 years old himself, then how exactly did he not manage to find his daughter? While certain speculations come up that the girl in question has lost her life and might have been killed as well. At the same time, we understand that the police officials are on the lookout for the girl. She's just all of 11 years old. Even if she's gone missing, where could she have gone? If Sadiq has taken her somewhere, then where could she possibly have gone? Is the big question, Akshita.
Absolutely, Nishita. Do we have any details on about what Riaz has gone on to tell the cops? Is there any word on whether he has confirmed that he knew his daughter was with Sadiq and how he came to find out about the same? Well, Nishita, if you can hear me, is there any word on exactly how Riaz came to find out that his daughter was with Sadiq? Right. Thank you so much, Nishita, for joining us with all those details. We'll get back to her, of course, for more details, but it is understood that this particular man, Riaz Khan, is said to have killed Sadiq, and because he believed largely that his daughter had eloped with Sadiq. My colleague Deepak now joins us live with more details from right outside KR police station. Deepak, any word on whether, in fact, Riaz is saying the truth? Is there any word on whether, in fact, Riaz's daughter was actually with Sadiq? Have the cops managed to establish that?
Akshita, well, now the story doesn't begin from today. This has been happening from quite some time. Now, a police complaint was given in this very police station, KR police station, by Riaz on the 30th. Now, on the 2nd, now on the 30th, his daughter went missing. They have been searching for the daughter Khanum for quite some time. They could not find her. That is when the police were then given a police complaint by Sadiq and a few members of his family that she has gone missing on the 2nd. There was a police station given here. In the police complaint, it was clearly mentioned that the person who has been murdered today, Sadiq, now he must have murdered my daughter. This has been mentioned in the police complaint. That's what the police reports right now claim. So after this, we also have reports that Riaz was contacted by Sadiq and his family members to get his daughter married. They have tried to get the two families together. They have tried to settle the matter internally. Nothing has worked out, and even last night we have reports that Sadiq contacted Riaz and his family members. The elders of his family members also contacted them, trying to get hold of Riaz and try to convince him that his daughter will be safe. They could lead a happy life and to let this happen. But Riaz was not at all satisfied, and we also have reports that this daughter of his might be a minor and she might be just 14 years old. And these are reports that we are receiving now. Today, what happened exactly, Akshita, was if you could notice, now there's a particular bike here. This is the bike KA03EL3421. If you could notice the front, there are a little bit of blood stains as well from the front. Now in this bike, after murdering Sadiq, Riaz has brought him to the KR police station, where initially a missing complaint of his own daughter was filed. So he wanted to bring the body to this particular police station. He has then brought the body here of Sadiq, and then he has confessed to the police here about what exactly has happened. The police right now have taken Riaz from here. He is no longer in this police station. They have taken him to the spot where the crime took place. They will be doing a spot investigation, and then the case will be registered in the police station limits where that particular spot of crime has taken place, Akshita.
Right, Deepak. Also, of course, it has been confirmed that the girl was in 7th standard. She is a minor and is aged about 12 years old. But also, along those lines, you did state, of course, that they are trying to recreate the crime of sorts. Any word on whether, in fact, when Sadiq's parents or relatives were speaking to Riaz, did they mention that his daughter was with them at that point?
We just have reports that there was constantly an effort by the family members to try and console Riaz, to try and tell him that probably not now, probably at a later age they could get married, the two could live happily together, because